After years in limbo and federal money frozen for Honolulu's rail project, the FTA has approved the project's recovery plan. Gina Mangieri's always investigating and has details. Gina?
Well, the Federal Transit Administration could resume its share of payments next year, but it all depends on how bids come in for rail's fourth and final segment. The Federal Transit Administration stopped paying the city years ago, about halfway through Washington's $1.55 billion share, freezing their stipends for years after the cost jumped from the projected $4 and $5 billion range to the $9 billion it's tracking now.
The recovery plan was a necessary step to be able to satisfy the FTA that the project is back on track. We have the project under control. And that's a huge achievement from even 2 years ago.
FTA demanded a recovery plan before they'd pay another dime, demanding proof that the city could muster up the rest of rail's costs since the federal share won't change. The feds have approved the plan, years in the making, and after billions more taxpayer dollars were committed, they may begin releasing federal money again in early 2020, but not until the cost of the city center bids, the last 4 miles and 8 stations, are in and are on budget.
Our P3 City Center procurement is well underway, and once we have the bids come back later this year and we get the pricing from the bidders, the FTA will be taking a look at that, and we can look forward to the resumption of federal funding around February of next year.
Meanwhile, HART continues to eke every dollar out of tax surcharges and borrowed money, relying on hundreds of millions in city bonds and short-term paper for cash flow.
When will that be paid back to the city?
All of the funding, it's always been this way, that when the tax sources, the sources of funds sunset, and they're all scheduled to sunset in 2030, that we would essentially pay all of the capital debt off at that time.
While the Federal Transit Administration weighs its payouts, federal investigators have their eyes on HART and several staff, subpoenas demanding details going back to the project's inception through the present.
I haven't stated the exact number. I've just said a handful. You know, we don't feel we have an obligation to reveal the identity of those folks. They deserve their privacy. There's no indication whatsoever that any of the employees that were served subpoenas are either targets or subjects of any investigation. They just appear to be witnesses, people that the investigators want to interview.
The recovery plan approval letter states no conditions relating to that.
What's the FTA's position, and so what are they telling you about the federal investigation?
We've had some brief discussions in the past with the FTA about the federal investigation, and what they indicated is that's a different part of the federal government. Whether there is a wrongdoer that has been with HART, either now or in the past, you know, everyone would want to see a potential wrongdoer brought to justice.
And do they restrict your spending on the legal aspects of it?
Well, there very likely are restrictions in terms of the use of federal funds for legal costs associated with defending individuals, because the federal funding is really intended for the capital costs of the project.
Now, Mayor Kirk Caldwell said today he will continue to demand transparency on the project. The budget caps out at about $1.4 billion left to be spent on the final city center segment. Back to you.